Hey guys, so you guys enjoyed my TikTok and some of you were asking how I created this sweater. The only thing I did different in this video than I did creating this sweater is I cut off this white section on both the front pieces and the back, and I also cut off this white section and these colored pieces on the sleeves. So it's there's no colored on the shoulder. It just stops with the white. And I also made the rim a little bit shorter because I didn't need it as long. So if you guys want to see how I created this video, stay tuned and let's get on with it. Okay, so to begin this project, we are going to start with the ribbing. So we are going to do a slip knot. All you do is wrap it around your fingers and pull the string from underneath. Then you can do this chain as long as you would like your ribbing. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you are going to flip the chain and work into the back loops of the chain. So working into the second back loop, you're going to put a single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do a chain of 1, turn your work, and then continue placing single crochet in each single crochet in the back loop across. So 1 single crochet in the top of each single crochet, but only going into the back loop. So that's the front, that's the back. Four, 5, 6, and 7. Then chain 1, and again go into the back loop of each single crochet across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 1, and continue doing this until you have a ribbing of 45 inches long. Okay, now that you have crocheted 45 inches of ribbing, it should look something like this so far. Now all we are going to do is begin with a chain of 1. Then we are going to place a single crochet in each space across. It does not matter how much you have. This count does not matter since it's only on the bottom. Then you just keep placing 1 single crochet in each gap that you can find across. Once you are finished, I will meet you at the end. Now that we are at the end, this is what it should be looking like. I'm just finishing up my last couple of single crochet. Then all you're going to do is chain 1 and fasten off. Do a chain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You're going to be working in multiples of 6 plus 2, so it can be any stitch count. This is just the exact number I did. Then working in the second chain from the hook, place a single crochet, skip 2 stitches, then place 5 double crochet in the third stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then skip another 2 stitches, and in the third stitch, place a single crochet. Skip another 2 stitches, then place 5 double crochet in the third stitch. Two, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitches, then place another single crochet in the third stitch. This is what your project should be looking like. Then you are just going to continue this pattern all the way across. Now that we are at the end, you're going to place a single crochet in the final stitch, chain 3, turn your work, then place 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So that's 1, 2, and 3, with the chain 2 counting as a stitch. Now you are going to skip 2 stitches, and working into the third stitch, place a single crochet. Then place 5 double crochet in the top of the previous single crochet in the last row. 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 stitches, then place a single crochet in the top of the double crochet. This is what it should be looking like. So you should have 3 single cluster, shell single. Then skip 2 stitches, place 5 double crochet in the third stitch or in the top of the single crochet. 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 stitches, and into the third stitch, place a single crochet. Skip 2 stitches, and into the third stitch, place 5 double crochet. Then you are going to repeat this pattern all the way across, and once you're finished, I will meet you back. Okay, now I'm on my last shell, and I'm just placing a single crochet in the top of it and finishing off with 3 double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 1, then turn. Now single crochet in the same chain space, skip 2 stitches, then 5 double crochet in the third stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitches, then single crochet in the third stitch. Skip 2 stitches, then 5 double crochet in the third stitch. 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitches, then single crochet in the third stitch. You're just going to repeat this pattern all the way across, and then you're also going to continue rows 2 and 3 until you have 7 rows. So it should be looking something like this. Now, as I mentioned, you are going to continue that for 7 rows and with your main color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you are going to do 2 rows of your second color. And while you're going through, make sure that you are tying knots when you're changing colors. That way it feels more secure and nothing feels more unraveled, and you don't have to do as much weaving in at the end. I tie it about 3 times, and I make sure every single time I tie it off, I cut it so I don't forget which ones that I tied into a knot, because it can get confusing later on throughout the project. Then repeat 2 more rows with your third color. Okay, so the stitch count on the ribbing does not matter. All you're going to do is single crochet to join it together into a loop. Then whenever you take it off, it is not going to matter how much ribbing you do, but it is going to matter how many single crochet you do around now. You are going to place 26 single crochet evenly spaced around the entire cuff part. So 1, 2, 3, and while you're doing it, make sure that you weave in that yarn so you don't have to do it later. 4, 5, and then whenever you get all the way done, I will meet you back at the other end. All right, now that you are at a count of 26 single crochet, you are just going to slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. Chain 1, single crochet into the same space, skip 2 stitches, then 5 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitches, then single crochet into the next chain space. Now you are just going to repeat this pattern all the way around, just like that, just as you did on the rows, except it is now going to be in a round. Whenever you get to the end, I will meet you back. All right, now that we are at the end, all we're going to do is slip stitch to join in the top of that first single crochet. Then we just chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 2 double crochet into that same chain space. Then, just like all of the previous rows and rounds that we have done, you are going to skip 2 and single crochet into the third stitch, and then skip 2, 5 double crochet into the third stitch, and repeat that all the way around. All right, now we are doing our last single crochet in the top of that double crochet. Then you are going to put 2 double crochet where that chain 3 space and those 2 double crochet were in the beginning. So you can make a total of 5 double crochet. Then instead of slip stitching into the top of the chain 3 space, we are going to slip stitch into the top of the double crochet instead. Because when you join it around, it creates an extra slip stitch look. This way it'll make it feel more centered. But you can slip stitch into the top of the third chain. This is what it should be looking like. Then you are going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until you arrive to row 6. Then I'm going to show you how we increase on row 8. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I am showing you how to increase on the separate round, so it's different colors just so you can see better. All you're going to do is skip 1 stitch and then single crochet into the next stitch, skip 1 stitch, and then 5 double crochet into the next. 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1 stitch and then single crochet into the next. Now you are going to be going into the top of this single crochet and skip 1 stitch, 5 double crochet into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to skip 1 stitch and single crochet into the next. And now you are finally back on track to where you can put 5 double crochet into the top of the single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you skip 2 stitches and single crochet into the 3rd stitch, and you will repeat like normal, like you did all the way around on all the other rounds that you did. So just repeat like normal. Now, like I mentioned, you are actually going to be doing this on row 8, not on row 9. I just did this so that I can show you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you go. Now you have 5 shell stitches. Now you're just going to repeat this pattern, increasing on the rounds that I mentioned before. Okay, so you should have 1 front panel, 2 front panel, and then the back panel, and 2 sleeves. 1 and 2. So now all we are going to do is sew each panel to the front, just like that. So then, and same with this side, all the way to the edge, just like that. Okay, now that you have the 2 front panels sewn onto the back panel, with it still inside out with the sewing on the outside, we're now going to sew the sides, like the front panels to the back. How you know where you're going to start that is you're going to take your sleeve, and however wide your sleeve is from the top of it to the bottom is where you're going to start it. So then you're going to sew everything underneath where the sleeve starts. For a better look, this is what it would look like laid out. So we have the top just sewn on, and then you're going to take the sleeve, line it up to the edge, and as you can see, the sleeve ends right between the yellow and the green. So we're going to sew from the top of the yellow all the way to the bottom, from there to there. All right, now we have both of the front panels sewn to the top of it and the sides of the back panel. Now we are going to turn the sleeve inside out. So our entire project is now inside out. And then we are going to sew the sleeve to the inside, into the little hole that's left from the sides and the top where we sewn the other 2 panels together. Just like that. Okay, this is what it should be looking like. Now we are going to do the trim. This part has to be made. Perfect. Okay, so now all we're going to be doing is pre-cutting a string that's going to be long enough for us to sew the ribbing to the bottom of the sweater. And I do want to mention, guys, if you did not want to create a front panel and back panel separate, you could definitely work it up on the ribbing, but because I have so much scrap yarn, I wanted to be able to play around more with it and I want to really be able to do that with working it all up as a single piece and then continuing up the back while I'm stopping the front to put the sleeves on. That's just another way you can do it, but it's just not something that was going to work with me for how much scrap yarn I was going to be using and playing with this sweater. But you could definitely do that. I just wanted to say in case you were thinking. Yes, this is confirmation. And if you guys are here this far in the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you're still here, let me know in the comments. I want to know. This is so much fun. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. There's only one more step until the end. We're almost there. Okay, so to create the collar, all we're going to do is fasten on and do a chain of 1. Then we're going to single crochet on the entire rim of the, or not rim, the entire, up the entire inside and around the collar and down the other side, and create 3 rows of single crochet and you're completely done. Okay, so this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know in the comments. And if you want more free patterns, do not forget to subscribe. I give so many free patterns out. I love making these videos and I want to continue making them. So let me know in the comments if you're enjoying them. I hope you have a great rest of your day. God bless. Bye.